Hey, Josh Cantwell here again with strategicrealestatecoach.com. Thanks for visiting us on our YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber already, make sure you subscribe right now. What I want to talk to you about today is getting prepared to flip your house really fast. Okay, so let's assume for a second you made an offer on a house, right? That's kind of the first step. You've made an offer. The second step is, holy cow, they've accepted your offer. And you are now under contract. You've put down your earnest money, you have your bid accepted, and let's say you're going to be buying the property in the next 3 weeks. Let's say it's an investment property and you're going to close cash. All right? Well, what you've basically bought yourself is 3 weeks of prep time. This 3 weeks is huge. It's so important. You're going to demo the property and rip everything out. You're going to fix the mechanicals. You're going to repair the walls. You're going to install everything. You're going to put in your final touches. You're going to stage the house and you're going to launch it and sell it. But before you do all that, you know what you got to do? You got to get prepared. And there's a few things that you must do during this 3-week period in order to make sure that you hit the ground running on the day that you close. I just bought a house today on Walnut Drive. And over the past 3 weeks, while we were getting prepared to close on the house today, there's a few things that we did. So number one, when you get prepared, the first thing you want to do is secure the house. Okay, we usually do this 1 to 2 days prior to closing. We actually go to the property, we make sure that the property is secured. Okay, we make sure that there's good locks on the property. We make sure that the property is secured because I don't want to buy the house and find out that a day or two before I bought it, it got ruined or it got vandalized, all right? So make sure you secure the house. Number 3, make sure you measure everything. What I mean is measure the windows. If you're going to order new windows, you can measure that during this 3-week ramp-up time. If you're going to order new carpet or new tile or new hardwood, measure the floors to find out how much flooring you're going to order. If you're going to be repositioning and putting in new cabinets and new countertops and maybe new granite countertops, you can measure all of that in advance so that you know, hey, when I order my countertops, when I order my cabinets, when I order my flooring, when I order my tile, when I order my carpet, when I order the windows, when I order new roofing, I can know exactly what that stuff is all going to cost, okay? I want to also order my dumpster. Okay, order my dumpster. I want to make sure that the day after I close, like today, I bought Walnut today, it just filed, it just funded. Guess what? I want to make sure tomorrow my dumpster shows up. I want to make sure that I schedule, okay, my demo crew. All right? I want to make sure the guys that are coming in to demo the house, who are going to yank out all the old cabinets, all the old countertops, all the old bathrooms, all the old carpet, and they're going to get the property ready, okay, for the mechanicals. I want to make sure that those guys are set up and ready to show up to fill the dumpster, okay? I want to make sure the dumpster shows up and the crew shows up. I want to make sure that the day after I've bought the property, the dumpster is ordered, the crew is there, and stuff is getting thrown away. I want to make sure that all that has happened. I also want to make sure that the house is secured because after I own the property and my demo crew leaves, right? After the first day, they have to lock the house up because now you own it and you want to make sure that your asset is secured, okay? So secure the house, measure everything, order the dumpster, schedule the demo crew. You also want to decide ahead of time during this 3-week period, okay, decide what you can save or keep, okay? Maybe the hot water tank is good. You're going to keep that. Maybe the roof is good. You're going to keep that. Maybe some of the windows are good. Some of the windows are bad. What are you going to keep, okay? What are you going to save in the house? What, are there doors, all right? Then also decide right away things like, what else are you going to save or keep? Like, are you going to save the doors? Okay, that's an important one because if you're not going to save the doors got to come off. They got to come off the hinges. They got to come off the casings and they got to go, okay? Stuff like that, all right? Make sure that these are all the things that you've done in advance. In addition, as soon as you start, right, On this first day, something you need to schedule during this 3-week period, this ramp up, and once the demo is done, you need to have somebody prepared to come and test the utilities, okay? Test and see if the water works. Test to see the electricity. Also see if there's any pipes that have leaks or cracks in them, okay? Make sure you test all the utilities. Make sure you have your guys who are going to do your plumbing work, your electrical work, okay, your mechanicals. Make sure they're ready to come in, and on day one, they're ready to test all the utilities, because once they're done with demo and they're done ripping the property apart and giving you just fresh walls to look at, guess what? Now you're going to punch into the walls to fix all the mechanicals. All right, so this is another piece that you can do to make sure the property is ready. You want to make sure that you buy a sign during this 3-week process that says coming soon, okay? Because once you buy the property and you're now working on your rehab, you want to put a sign in the front yard that says coming soon. All right, so those are all the things. Order the dumpster, make sure you get ready for demo, secure the house, save what you can, save the doors, make a list of what you're keeping, and decide what you're going to keep, whether it's windows, the roof, the siding. What are you going to keep? Schedule the crew, order the dumpster, make sure this stuff is ready. Because guys, in real estate, time is money, okay? If you're using private lenders every single day, financing costs are happening, okay? It might be costing you $20, $25, $30 a day in private lender interest. If you're using a hard money lender, it might be costing you $30, $40, $50 a day in interest. So don't let those silent costs eat up your profit. Make sure you get prepared. Make sure you use these 3 weeks appropriately, and make sure you get all this stuff done before you actually close on the house and own that property on the very first day. While you're about to close, and while you're about to get to the title company, and while you're about to take ownership of the house, you can prepare everything. Also in this, I didn't even really cover it, I didn't mention it, is to make sure that you have your rehab budget, okay, schedule, and scope of work written out, okay, with your contractor. So that when you hit day one and you own the property, there's no surprises as to the budget, the schedule, the scope of work, when they're going to start and when they're going to get done and what it's going to cost. All of that can be prepared during this 3-week period. Make sure you do it right, because if you don't, you could add another week or 2 or 3 on top of your rehab timing, and you've just eaten up thousands of dollars in financing costs, okay? Make sure you prepare. Prepare to flip your house. Make sure you use that time wisely so that you can do it quickly, pay off your private lender, or use your cash appropriately and sell that house for maximum profit. All right, now make sure you come back. Come back and visit us again. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. Click the button subscribe. So if you want to learn more about this process you just learned today, go visit us at 40kflips.com. Now on that site, you'll have an opportunity to enroll in our 40K Flips 7-week live coaching class. It's a 7-week class, just like going to a university, just like going to a college and getting your PhD in real estate. When you want to learn stuff like this and how we reposition properties quickly, how we find them, how we buy them, how we reposition them, sell them, how we get all the money, we teach it in a live online course over 7 weeks. And in order to register for that class, go visit us online at 40kflips.com.